Introducing first in the red corner. He has a record of 6 wins, 3 defeats, with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 18 stone and 6 pounds, and tonight he wears the black, red and white shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, from the Czech Republic, Dominic Musil! And across the ring in the blue corner, he is unbeaten in tonight's main event with a record of 7 wins, no defeats, 6 wins coming by way of knockout. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 16 stone and 3 pounds, and tonight he wears the black and orange shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the hard-hitting former multi-time ABA champion from Ladbroke Grove, Big D, David Adeleye!
What's all about? Keep it fucking together.
Referee Lee Every to give final words of advice to the two men once they deign to join him in the middle of the ring. He's suggesting they get a move on now. Not sure he's aware. Oh, now he does. Now he realises. Here we go.
Okay, lads, when I say stop, you stop boxing. When I say break, take a step back. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you both.
David Adeleye was certainly giving Musil a bit of a stare down as those introductions were made. Is it going to be one of his good nights? It's his first 8-rounder. Let's see how he performs. Musil outweighs him substantially. More than 2 stones. Adeleye with power, though, and natural athleticism.
Yeah, it will be a naturally, should be a naturally quicker move, a lighter on his feet, Adeleye, against the heavier Musil. A fairly cautious start from Adeleye, just taking a look. Sensible start, if anything. You've got to remember, in the opening round, there's always a dangerous round for both boxers when the opponent's at his quickest as well, remember. And Adeleye just cautiously starting here, just having a look at his opponent.
Musil on the front foot, trying to put him into reverse. He'll have studied, of course, his opponent in his contest so far, and he's looking to put Adeleye into reverse gear.
Yeah, just a little sign there for Musil. That right hand just missed the target, but he's looking to land that shot, trying to set it up behind that jab. So David Adeleye, there it is there, look, just launched from a little bit too far out with the right hand, but Adeleye just got to watch it. He's got a very low lead hand, so he's got to keep his eye on the ball here, Adeleye.
I'm sure Frank Greaves, his coach, will have told him, let's see you boxing tonight. Let's not just see you trying to pot shot with huge bombs.
Oh, nice reactions there from Adeleye. Slow jab for Musil. That was good. Sensible boxing from Adeleye, just staying on the outside, trying to draw the lead of Musil. Musil led with that shot, it was slightly slower, and Adeleye come back with a right-hand counter. Good signs there from Adeleye.
Fairly quiet opening to the fight, though. Adeleye, quite rightly, as Richie says, having a look. There's another couple of scoring shots, though, from Musil. He's had some success with that jab. Adeleye not really teed off with anything of huge power so far.
I'm more impressed with his reactions at this stage, John. He's done well from the jab from Musil. If it's slow, he's boxing clever, Adeleye. Just staying on the outside, he's trying to draw that lead, and then he's going to come back with that right-hand counter. So it's sensible boxing from Adeleye. A different approach. Normally he's on that front foot, but this is a bigger opponent, so they've had to think about this one.
And it's an opponent with a bit of power, hence the respect. And there's a right hand, which, well, was it just a glancing blow? I'm not sure if it teed off the connected or not. Last few seconds of an interesting opening round, and we'll look at it in more detail in a moment. Frank Greaves there, speaking to David Adeleye, top of the bill tonight, the promising young heavyweight. Close opening round.
Yeah, it could have gone either way. I thought Adeleye just did enough to win the round. Just faster reactions, eye-catching shots from him, but not a lot in it.
Well, he's had a look now, Adeleye, a very respectful sort of approach to that opening round. That's a solid body shot.
And Musil himself may have been encouraged in that opening round, John, especially with the pace of the contest. He was probably expecting Adeleye to come at him a little bit more, but he hasn't. He's stayed on the outside. And yeah, I think it's a more measured approach from Adeleye. He's certainly thinking about this one, but you heard Frank Greaves in that corner. Double up the jab a little bit more, get a little bit closer.
Polish corner, the Czech corner rather, are getting very excited about this. Some animated advice coming in from the big man, for the big man, from his coach Miroslav Jansky.
One of the problems Musil is going to have here, John, that jab of his has got to be quick, it's got to be sharp, and he can't afford to fall short with it. If he launches from too far away, he'll fall short, and that's when Adeleye will catch him with the right-hand counter. So he's got to watch what he's doing. He's got to step in with that jab and make sure he hits the target.
And he's got home with a solid right hand to the body and also a right to the head, Adeleye, as you were explaining that point, and it was precisely what you were saying.
There you go.
There we go. Hand knocked back defensively, and Adeleye nails him. And Musil in a little bit of trouble here in the second round. Adeleye has clearly upped the pace and upped the power.
Yeah, typical example there. Musil, slow jab, and Adeleye gets a little bit closer. Fast right-hand counter. You can see it all night long. He's got to get closer to him as Musil. But this is better now from Adeleye.
That's a solid right hand. Musil takes it well, saw it coming. Shows he's got a decent chin, but it landed fairly flush from David Adeleye. You see him looking for that right hand, the headshot. Lovely hook into the body as well.
Now remember, he had success, John, against Sokolowski early on in the contest, didn't he? But let's see if he's learned from this. So he's having some success now, but he's just got to get back behind his boxing again and be a little bit more patient. Let's see if he can do that, because he went too gung-ho against Sokolowski in the following round.
He was going to knock him out, didn't he?
Yeah, he was trying to knock him out with every shot. He's got to settle down again now.
Well, the first round was close, not a lot between them. Richie gave it to Adeleye. There's Adeleye again on the front foot in the closing stages of this round. Another big attack, and the bell will come at the correct time for Musil. That is a good round for Adeleye. As though he was starting to come under some serious pressure there, Dominic Musil.
Well, we spoke about it. There was the slow jab, there's the right-hand counter from Adeleye. We could see it coming all night long. That's why Musil's got to get close, and that jab's got to be quick. It wasn't quick enough. He's been punished twice in that round with big shots from Adeleye. Fast reactions, there he is again. Falls short with the punch, fell short with that jab, and the right hand from Adeleye was perfect. So yes, fast reactions, explosive from Adeleye, exciting, just getting into his groove now. This is right towards the end of the round. Yeah, good finish.
Into the third round of this 8-rounder. On Rich's card, the first 2 rounds going to David Adeleye. First one was close, but emphatically takes the second.
Very flat-footed, Musil. Actually boxing in trainers, isn't he? Not boots, which is quite surprising. The boots, you know, give you support around the ankle area. We've often seen heavyweights go over and literally go over on their ankle and can cause a nasty injury, but he's opted to box in trainers tonight. It's surprising, that.
Musil does have a stoppage defeat on his record against the Australian southpaw Tennessee McKean. He sparred AJ prior to the Usyk fight. Musil keeping his guard tight, or trying to.
I think he's boxing sensibly, Adeleye. Just taking a look again, working with his left hand. That's a lovely jab to the body.
He's boxing, that's the thing.
He's boxing, using his jab. And this is a better display. Going back to those trainers, you know, John, when I was an amateur and I was a young amateur, when you boxed anyone who had a pair of trainers on, they couldn't afford boxing boots, and you were in for a tough night, because he was probably from some tough council estate somewhere.
Well, Musil has taken some big shots already, and he's regrouped pretty well in this third round.
Yes, the pace seems to have just slowed a little bit, and that's probably helped Musil slightly. Nice little feint with the jab there from Adeleye, so he's thinking about the action here. Just a little feint with the jab, and then sends the right hand down, wasn't too far away. Variation with that lead hand, very, very important.
Adeleye didn't have a lot of amateur experience, only had 20 amateur fights, and all at domestic level, but he's learning quickly as a pro, and that's a solid shot in the closing seconds of this third round. Again, Musil takes it well. More in a moment or two. Welcome back, and let's listen in to the Adeleye corner. Frank Greaves, his coach. I think he's fairly satisfied with what his man's producing so far, and I think he won that last round as well, didn't he, Richie?
Yes, he did win the last round, and Frank Greaves just wants him to go through the gears a little bit more and just apply a little bit more pressure, sensible pressure, obviously. If I was in Musil's corner, I'd be saying to him, forget your single jab. He's been caught with that many good right hands from Adeleye. It's because that jab of his is too slow. It's a single shot, falls short. I'd tell him to double it up, double that double jab up, so if the one shot misses, the second shot's get there, and you actually take the feet with you. He's got to double his jabs up as Musil.
Musil trying to walk him down, get into range to land that right hand.
Oh, you can't make mistakes like that. Again, single shot, falls short, gets caught with the right hand.
You suspect that the longer that goes, it's only a matter of time before a really big one comes in.
And now he's starting to drift round to his left a little bit more, Musil, and so he,
walking into it.
It's a recipe to be knocked clean out.
You can see Adeleye priming himself, looking for that big right hand. It's a nice jab. Now they want to see him really powering and go through the gears. This could be an opportunity. Musil in a little bit of survival mode there, trying to tie his man up.
Yeah, and still not recovered, John. You've seen him bounce up and down a little bit there. Still not really recovered.
The legs just looked as though they went slightly. Oh, lovely jab. Beautiful work from Adeleye, and again. And is this the beginning of the end for Dominic Musil?
And there's a sort of a calm approach about Adelaye's work, John. He's not just steaming in.
Well, it's a marked improvement, it really is.
He's taking his time, he's being patient, he's working with the jab, he's setting up the right hand, he's not rushing things, it's better.
That's a solid right hand. Adeleye knows that he's very much in the ascendant now, and is it going to be now that he finds the one big punch to put his man down?
And this is where he's got to find a little bit of room on the inside, not to fall in after that right hand. And listen to his corner, go through the gears, try and put some combinations together, but it's good stuff again from Adeleye.
Last few seconds of the round. Great shot, tremendous shot, and he's almost out with that. The rope saved him from going down, but he gets the count. It was the right hand, it always had to be the right hand that was going to do the damage, and he makes his way back to his corner a little bit unsteadily, and a big, big round for David Adeleye.
Massive round, and you can't just keep making that same mistake all the time, and again it was another slow jab, right hand over the top. And the guy's getting weaker and weaker, but a good display, good round from Adeleye.
Well, he'll want to be absolutely sure that he's fit to continue after this.
There he is again, look, that slow jab. He's done it time and again, he gets punished, keeps doing it. You're not going to get away with those mistakes. Watch this, slow, and then there's that right-hand counter. Good fast reactions, beautiful shot from Adeleye, good round.
Well, are they going to allow him to continue? Lee Ever is going to have a very close look at him, and I think it could be over. I think it might be over, we'll see. No, it's finished. He's been retired in his corner. He'd had enough. I thought that might be the case. And David Adeleye with that big right hand at the end of the previous round. That's the decisive blow, and I think that marks a very significant improvement tonight for David Adeleye.
I'm more impressed with him tonight than at any stage of his career so far, David Adeleye, even with all those early knockouts that he had, because that was sensible boxing, listening to his corner, setting the attacks up behind the jab, and then powering the right hand home. Also, those fast reactions with the right hand when the slow jab came from his opponent. He was punch perfect with the right hand counter. Yeah, that's a good, well-disciplined display, nice and calm and calculated. Here's the finish. What's this for a slow jab? And there's the right hand there.
He was almost out, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
He almost knocked him cold with that one. And it's a good job those ropes were there, or he'd have been out of the ring.
Yeah, tremendous display that from Adeleye, and start of the round they've retired him. And yeah, what can you say apart from a good display from Adeleye, measured, well measured, much better from him. I was impressed. I was
8 out of 8, and he is a real prospect. And listen to the support of the crowd up there on the balcony. They love what they saw. And David Adeleye, who's a very bright young fella, he will be loving the adulation that he's getting.
And rightly so, you know, you can see the improvements in his style and the crowd love it. And Frank Greaves there should take a lot of credit the man giving him the water, because he's worked with him in the gym on his style and with that jab of his, and he boxed really well tonight, and he boxed to instructions.
He said that his performance against Kamil Sokolovsky was an anomaly. I don't think I've heard too many boxers rate their work with that particular word. Well, this tonight was certainly not an anomaly. This is what he's capable of doing. It was impressive. Power, discipline, boxing skills, and an emphatic victory as Dominic Musil retires on his stool after 4 rounds, and David Adeleye gets the win. And here's Dev Sani to underline that particular fact.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 completed rounds, your referee Lee Every calls a halt to this contest, accepting the retirement of the red corner. Therefore, your winner by RSC from Land